Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today is Wednesday, 16th September 2015. We will start with our prayers. Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudirayet
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhakteshu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke
Bhagavati Uttam Shloke
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtiki.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Reading from Canto 3, Chapter 9, verse number 13. Pumsam ato vividha karma bir advaradhyay
Pumsam ato vivid karma bir advaradhyay.
dane na chogra tapasa paricharyaya cha
Ganena chokra tapasa parichayaya cha.
Aradhanam bhagavatastav satkriyartho
Aradhanam bhagavatas satkriyato
dharmorpita karhichid miryate na yatra
dharmorpitah karhichid miyate na yatra.
pumsam ato vividha karma bir advaradhyay
Pumsam ato vivid karma bir advaradhyay.
dane na chogra tapasa paricharyaya cha
Dane chogra tapasa paricharyaya cha.
Aradhanam bhagavatastav satkriyartho
Aradhanam bhagavatas satkriyartho
dharmorpita karhichid miryate na yatra.
dharmorpitah karhichid miyate na yatra.
Rashmi Mataji.
She is not there, Prabhuji.
Oh, she was there. Something happened.
But now she is not there.
Okay, no problem. Dolly Mata.
Hare Krishna. Pumsam karmabir advaradhyay.
Pumsam ato vivid karma bir advaradhyay.
Danena chogra tapasa paricharyaya cha.
Danena chogra tapasa paricharyaya cha.
आराधनं भगवतस्तव सत्क्रियार्थो
आराधनं भगवतस्तव सत्क्रियार्थो
धर्मोऽर्पितः कर्हिचित् मर्यते न यत्र
धर्मोऽर्पिता कर्हिचित् म्रियते न यत्र
सौम्या माता जी।
पुंसामतो विविधकर्मभिरध्वराद्यैर्
पुंसाम् अतो विविध कर्म
दानेन चोग्रतपसा परिचर्यया च
दानेन चोग्र तपसा परिचर्यया च
आराधनं भगवतस्तव सत्क्रियार्थो
आराधनं भगवतस्तव सत्क्रियार्थो
धर्मोऽर्पितः कर्हिचित् म्रियते न यत्र
धर्मोऽर्पितः कर्हिचित् म्रियते न यत्र। Sita Mataji, I think you are with the XTX. Rajini Mataji is not getting the phone. Pumsam of the people. Ataha vividha karma bhihi. Therefore. Vividha karma bhihi. By various fruitive activities. Advara adhyay. By performance of Vedic rituals. Danena. By charities. Cha.
And
Ugra. Very hard. Tapasa. Austerity. Paricharyaya. By transcendental service. Cha.
Also Aradhanam
worship. Bhagavataha. Of the personality of Godhead. Tava. Your. Sat kriya arthaha. Simply for pleasing your Lordship. Dharmaha. Religion. Arpitaha. So offered. Karhichit. At any time. Mriyate. Vanquishes. Na. Never. Yatra. There. But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals, charity, austere penances, and transcendental service, performed with a view to worship you and satisfy you by offering you the fruitive results, are also beneficial. Such acts of religion never go in vain. But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals,
such as performance of rituals,
charity,
charity,
austere penances,
austere penance,
and transcendental service,
and transcendental service,
performed with a view to worship you
performed with a view to worship you
and satisfy you
and satisfy you
by offering you the fruitive results
by offering results
are also beneficial.
are also beneficial.
Such acts of religion never go in vain.
Such acts of religion never go in vain.
What? Absolute devotional service conducted in 9 different spiritual activities, hearing, chanting, remembering, worshipping, praying, etc., does not always appeal to people with a pompous nature. They are more attracted by the Vedic superficial rituals and other costly performances of social religious shows. But the process according to the Vedic injunctions is that the fruits of all pious activities should be offered to the Supreme Lord. In Bhagavad Gita 9.27, the Lord demands that whatever one may do in one's daily activities, such as worship, sacrifice, and offering charity, all the results should be offered to Him only. This offering of the results of pious acts unto the Supreme Lord is a sign of devotional service to the Lord and is of permanent value. Whereas enjoying the same results for oneself is only temporary. Anything done on account of the Lord is a permanent asset and accumulates in the form of unseen piety for a gradual promotion to the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord. These undetected pious activities will one day result in full-fledged devotional service by the grace of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, any pious act done on account of the Supreme Lord is also recommended here for those who are not pure devotees. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Ayam Rupa Kadamayam Radhi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaragunanvitam Advaitam Savadutam Parijanatam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Saganam
Shri Vishakam
He Krishna
Karuna Sindhu
Dinabandho
Jagatte
Gopesha
Gopesha
Radha
Namostute Kanchana Gaurangi
Radhe Vrindavan
Radhe Vrishabhanu Sute Devi
Pranamami
Pranamami Priya
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Patitanam
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishtaya Bhutale Bhakti
Swamin iti namine
Namaste
Saraswati Devi Parvani Pracharini
Nirvishe
Nirvishe Punyavadi
Satyadesha
Satyadesha
Jai Shri
Shri Krishna Nityananda
Yadvaita Gadadhara
Gada
Srivasa Bhakta
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishnaaya
Bhutale
Jayapataya
Jaya Swami Namini
Namah Acharya Padaya Nitai Gaine Varkata Damadaya Nagara Kamatarine. Umsam Atovi
Advara
Dhanena
Vani
Chodhasa Parichari
Parichaya
Aradhanam Bhagavato
Nam Yato
Dharmorpita
Nirmurpit Sarhichit
But the pious activities of the people, such as performed of Vedic rituals, charity, austerity,
Austere.
penance,
Austere.
austere penance, and transcendental service, performed with a view to worship you and satisfy you by offering you the fruitive results, are also beneficial. Such acts of treatment never go in vain.
So Brahmaji is now opening the discount store. And as we see in the purport, Prabhupada also says that there is nothing better than the Navavidha Bhakti. Within the Bhakti itself, we got so much variety. Navavidha, 9. And in the 9 there are subdivisions, Like for example, Shravanam, when we say, so many types of Shravana. Seeing, reading, like we saw, by Shravanam you can see, by Shravanam you can smell. So those are the ones recommended for those who want to progress in Krishna consciousness. Then, suppose you cannot do that, and still you want to enjoy your material life, and in the process you want to do a little. So, but that is acceptable now, like giving some charity, doing some pujas, performing some yagya. All that is recommended, provided. This is the catch here now. Provided. Even Brahmaji says, if it is done to worship you, to offer it to you, then it is okay. Not otherwise. People, what they do everything, but they just remove Krishna out of it. Either they are doing it for some Devi Devata, or they are doing for some Pitra, or they're trying to please everybody. Always, you see that they're trying to please everybody. Even in a typical Hindu temple, you go, they're trying to please everybody. Now that has extended. Earlier it used to be, okay, Navagraha and 3 or 4 deities, the main ones. Radha Krishna, Sitaram Lakshman, Shivji, Hanumanji. Like that, there should be few. Now you go, there is a supermarket. Even especially in America, because you want to please everybody. So everybody is there. And then there is fight between people that, okay, so and so should be brought in. So and so should be brought in. Or if you don't, then we don't come to the temple. If you don't bring our deity. Somebody says Kartikeya, somebody says Ayappa, somebody says, there's so many varieties. And funnily, in one temple, we saw one black Ganapati and white Ganapati. So that was like, my mind was circling. I said, what is this happening now? I can understand they want to please, but why there are two Ganapatis here now, the big ones. So I asked the pujari and he says, sir, the South Indians, they like the black Ganapati. And the North Indians, they like the white marble Ganapati. So because there are both, so somebody donated this and somebody donated that, so you like that. So I jokingly told him, I said, if I bring green Ganapati and give you some $2,000, will you put it? He said, yeah, you bring, sir. Mostly they will put it. So the problem is too much dilution. Like Prabhupada quotes from 9.27 Bhagavad Gita. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, offer it to me only, like that's. And he's distributing, he's not keeping it for himself. Krishna doesn't need any of our stuff. He'll give it back. He'll give it back with his mercy added. So if you want to do charity, charity is another issue, If it's not done properly, then you can get the bad reaction. So you have to give the charity also to a deserving person. Not just, somebody who's fake. Not like somebody Indra who's coming to steal the horse and, comes in a way sannyasi dress. No. So we have to be very careful. And that's why we don't even recommend. Okay, you want to give some donation? Give it for food for life, Give it for midday meal. It's happening all over India. They are distributing millions of plates of meals to children. Give it for building some nice temple of Krishna. Or more importantly, you can give it for printing books, Bhagavad Gita. Those are the charities which are bona fide. And tapasya, what tapasya are we talking about? Who is doing this tapasya? Where is the purity? Where is the focus? Where is the concentration for that tapasya? It's all makeshift, just do some 15 minutes thing or something and then rest of the time you do your own stuff. I'm talking of, somebody doing this meditation and so on. Everything is good. Here Brahmaji is saying they're not bad, they will be beneficial. They will uplift you to the level of a devotee slowly. Provided you do with a good attitude. Like, we within ISKCON, we don't perform, for example, Satyanarayan Katha. Prabhupada said, no, this all, because what you are asking there is all material things, Sukha Sampati Garave and so on. Prabhupada said, no, we don't want to dilute. But then, with the permission, I started performing Satyanarayan Puja. And I get that opportunity to preach, I just talk to them. I will not read the Katha, I will tell the Katha. And in the Katha, I will tell about all this now with the Bhakti and how, at the end, ultimately, that is what is going to sustain. All other things, okay, that's all byproduct. That will come and go in, no problem. So, that we do Yagya, we do Narsimha Yagya, we do Krishna Yagya. And then that way we involve people and then make them understand the importance of that and how they can use it for progressing in their devotional life. So we can see here now that it's not strictly for Brahmanas or something like that. It is just available for everybody. It's available for everybody at different levels. One can do little seva or we can do a big seva. It's ultimately the bhava, the shraddha, the sincerity with which you do that. It's never the amount. It's never the quantity. It's always the motive behind that. So, this performance, we don't condemn them at all. We just say, we said, okay, do it. But don't do it just to get a degree, just to get a son. Like in Bangalore, we had this Ganpati. The new temple came up there. And suddenly somebody got a bright idea. He started calling it Vidya Ganpati. So normal days, there will be few people. Exam days, you can see big lines every day, All the boys and girls and, all ages, all there in the line. Why? Because this Vidya Ganpati will make you succeed in your exams. So like that, there are people who are smart marketeers, they just take advantage and get things done like that. So for us, the lesson is that, okay, even if you want to do it for Krishna. Do it for Krishna. Nobody's saying don't do it. Do it. Do it for Krishna. You want to show your majesty, your opulence, then just do it for Krishna. Now we are building this wonderful temple in Mayapur, Temple of Vedic Planetarium. That is going to be one of the best temples. So contribute there. There's some $150 per square feet. You can buy that temple. You can contribute in such a way that you are part owner of the temple. So there are opportunities. So many opportunities, of course, for everybody. You can do it by Tana, Mana, Vacha. Dhana, people always talk of Tana, Mana, Dhana. Okay, you don't have Dhana, then do it by Vacha, by speaking about Krishna to others. Like all of you know, so many friends and so on, Just tell them about these classes, for example, Let them also get benefit. Okay, they can't come, at least send them the link. Now we have got the recordings available. Send them the link, let them see, there's no cost now involved, no nothing. Okay. So thank you very much. We'll stop here. If you have any question, comment, you can take it up. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I tutor a student. She must be around 11 or 12 years old. So I want her to do meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, why not start by asking her to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. So, and one more problem is, Prabhuji, that she forgets a lot. So this will help her, isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
So how should I ask her to do it? You can tell me best.
You can put a audio for her cassette or some playing, so if she forgets, let her hear and chant together, so that
No, Prabhuji, she don't forget the mantra. I'm telling by habit she forgets things. That is what I'm saying.
That's okay. I mean, that's old people have that problem, like here in America, it is very, very predominant. Alzheimer, they call it Alzheimer disease, where people tend to forget. That's okay, as long as she can do some service, devotional service. That's good. Don't talk about that forgetfulness and all that. Just avoid that topic. Just talk to her that okay,
Yes.
Just do this, and she will happily do it because
So Prabhuji,
yeah.
she can do it anywhere, sitting anywhere. I can show her the picture of Lord Krishna and can tell her the mantra.
Yeah, you can write the mantra and put in front of her. There's so many ways of doing it. She can do it in the front of Tulasi. She can do it in front of Krishna. She can just do like that. Whatever she likes.
For how long at the start? How long should I ask her to?
Just start with 15 minutes, half an hour, like that. Depending on her capacity. Start with the small steps. Let her enjoy that first, and then you ask her to increase it every day. Some by some.
So this will also help in improving her retention power. She is a small kid. That's why I want to help her.
Yeah. It will definitely help. I got many certificates from parents that children concentration, focus increases when they start doing this. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, anybody else has any question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranams.
Hare Krishna.
When I was preaching in Hosur, in my hometown, I came around so many people, like they'll do everything for Krishna. They'll put tilak, they'll give donation, they'll do some service, but they won't chant. Just for Janmashtami or festivals, they'll come, they'll chant that specific day, and then they'll do all the service, they'll give donations, and they'll
engage them in something, engage them in something. The chanting, once they get sometime in their life, Krishna will reveal to them that, okay, you can chant now, and then they will do it. So these people, if they are doing a service, we started like that, I started like that. I was not interested in chanting or anything. I was interested in a service because I was in Rotary and so on, so we loved that service. So slowly, but when you hear, when you associate with devotees, then one day you start feeling, oh, why not try? And when you try, you're gone, like, you're sold out.
Yeah.
The whole objection, whole, lethargy, everything comes till you starting trouble, as they say, all Indian machines, especially all Indian machines have starting trouble,
Yeah.
including human beings, So just keep encouraging them, keep discussing the nectar of chanting, and how you feel, how you get, and then leave it to them.
Yeah.
Somebody, I have seen people for 20 years, they have been associated with this ISKCON, they don't chant. Everything they do. Very, very good service, always available for all festivals, every time. But you ask them how many times you chant. Then suddenly they remember that they have a lot of work, they have no time, and otherwise they're always available.
Yeah. Only for chanting they want that time.
Again, the Sukruti quota is still not come to the level where they can start chanting.
Yeah.
It's okay. No problem. At least they're better off than the envious people. They're better off than those who don't want to even say Hare Krishna and so on.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. Nali Mataji.
Prabhuji, thank you for the class. Prabhuji, I have one question. Prabhuji, two of my friends, they are like practicing Krishna consciousness, they're chanting and reading Bhagavad Gita. But Prabhuji, they are both Jainis, like they are related to Jainism. So they ask about Lord Mahavir. So Prabhuji, is there any mention about Lord Mahavir by Srila Prabhupada anywhere? Like how to explain them?
I mean, see, the thing is, don't be heavy with them. But Prabhupada said that Mahavir is also a Mayavadi, because those don't believe in form of Krishna. Then, but
Prabhuji, they are.
yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji, they don't they don't feel anything. They are saying, okay, we don't worry about this. First of all, we will start with chanting, reading. Then we will also follow deities, no problem. But they ask about like who was Lord Mahavir, about Buddha and Jesus. Jesus, I can tell them what.
Mahavir also is, he was there to preach non-vegetarianism, ahimsa and non-violence, like that. So they played a big role, nice role. But then,
yes.
Like I will tell you how we won over one Jain friend of mine in Bangalore. He was also like this. He says, "What is wrong in being Jain? We are also vegetarian. We are also non-violent. Like that."
Yes.
So one of our devotees, he told him finally that, Prabhu, look, Jainism, the practice of Jainism. Jainism is a good thing. Mahavir is a very fantastic person. But Jainism is not practical. In the sense, like for example, you drink water after filtering and so on and so forth. But what is the guarantee that after filtering also the bacteria is not there? How can you stop bacteria from the air? Like that. So it's not practical. Whereas Krishna consciousness is very practical. It's so easy, so sublime. just chant, like that. So like that, their interest will increase, and then never. The caution is never ever try to blaspheme. Never ever try to put down Mahavir that he is this and that. Just say okay, but this is as per the scriptures. Here is the Supreme Personality of God. He is the Ishvara Krishna, like that. So why not directly worship Krishna, who is a controller of everything? Like, yeah, and just talk to them about this practicality. That how Krishna consciousness is practical. Whereas practices.
Appreciate. Yeah.
Yeah, like
actually,
I think there's something going on in Rajasthan about Santara or something. Santara, what they call it.
I don't know, Prabhuji.
Jainism, they have a practice called Santara, where they torture their body. They remove their hair by hand and so on. A lot of things. Those are all not required. In this yoga, torture your body for what? Instead, you use the body for service. Once you torture, then you can't work also. Like blood oozing out of your body. What service you can do?
Yeah.
Nice. They will see. Ultimately, Krishna will reveal to them from within. The relationship is between them and Krishna direct. Okay.
Yes,
you can just play. You can just play the role of a helper who can help. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji, they say that it is like similar. We also don't eat onion garlic. We follow chaturmas, everything. So, yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only eating habits are same. Other than that, everything is different.
Yes, that only they say that we don't believe in deity. Both of them are saying that only we don't believe in deity. But when we see deity at your home, we feel okay, now we can believe. They look so nice.
Yeah,
like that.
That's where the problem starts. You cannot deny the existence of the Supreme Lord.
Yeah, true, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Besides Prabhuji, Jainism was started by Rishabh Devji, who was the incarnation of Lord Vishnu.
Right.
Prabhuji, one thing more. Yes, Prabhuji?
Yeah, go ahead.
Prabhuji, that student whom I talked about, her parents, her family members follow Lord Ganesha. They are from Mumbai. So once I told her about Lord Krishna, so she listened. Then she started talking about Lord Ganesha, that I can chant his mantra also and all that.
Yeah, let them.
So
no problem. See, don't stop anybody from doing what they are doing. Just tell them to add Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to their dose. Like, for example, you take antibiotic, right? And then a doctor says, take antibiotic, but to stop the side effects, you take some vitamin. So tell them like that. You chant your Ganesha mantra, but to help you chanting better, chant Hare Krishna. Like that. In Russia, the devotees were distributing Bhagavad Gita, and they were going house to house, and everywhere they went, they said no. People said no, we don't want it. We have got our Bible. So one devotee got a brilliant idea. He went to the next house and he said, open the door. He says, take this book. And they said, no, we have Bible. He says, yes. This is just to help you understand Bible. This is supplementary of Bible. Oh, is it? And they took. And then in one day they sold some 500 books. Because every house they said, yes, okay. It is going to help us in understanding Bible. Like that. So it is the same thing, that you want to go nearer Ganesha, then Krishna will help you. Like that.
So Prabhuji, but once I heard a news that in Russia, Bhagavad Gita was banned, Prabhuji.
Yeah, but we have won, and now because we have won, we are selling hundreds and thousands of Bhagavad Gita every day, because...
Okay, Prabhuji, we have won.
There are some envious people there always, They said that this is a book of terrorism because it's talking of war and all that,
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, that was the contention. I remember.
But ultimately, the Russian scholars themselves, when those who read the Bhagavad Gita, they found out that it is actually not talking of it. It's just saying that violence is required for certain things, not for the day-to-day life.
And besides Ruji, one of my sisters-in-law, she is an American, and we met in Lucknow last year itself. So my question was, had she read any Indian scriptures or literature? She didn't have to pause to think. She rattled off the names, and she started with Bhagavad Gita. Then she said others. And when she came to Upanishad, I was taken aback. My God, I haven't read it. So I thought, I asked her which one. And she said there was a book on Upanishads. So
Yeah, I mean,
she's
we take it for granted that it is our own thing. Kabhi bhi kar lenge, no problem. But those people.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much. Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hopefully see you tomorrow.